Hi, welcome back to yet another Table Talk where we meet someone from the world of bridge and we play some hands live with them. Today we're going to meet Sam Punch, a Scottish international player who also researches bridge at Stirling University and also is an accomplished author. So Sam has many things. We're going to meet Sam now. We're going to play some hands against the bot and we're going to play Acol today. So let's see how Acol fares in the world of robot bridge. And here we have the lovely Sam Punch. Welcome, Sam.
Hi.
For those of you who don't know, Sam, we're going to start playing the robot. So we're going to try and talk and play. I know that's quite difficult. And for those people watching, we're going to be playing Acol today. So if you notice us opening and weird things and rebidding at the 2 level with not the right number of points, that's why. But Sam, why might people know your name in the bridge world? What are you involved in?
Well, I guess because I do research on bridge. So for the last, I don't know, it started probably about 10 years ago, but more specifically, it's been in the last sort of maybe 6 years that it's really taken off, doing a lot of research on bridge. Started off by interviewing my bridge heroes and then decided to kind of make that my academic field. I'm a sociologist, so I guess people will maybe know me from that bridge work.
So Sam, you do articles and research stuff for, is it Stirling University?
Yeah, that's right. So Stirling University hosts it. The project's called Bridge and Mind Sport for All. So we call that BAMSA for short. And the university hosts it. So they pay my salary. So my salary is paid for. And I have a normal teaching job. I have students and a full-time teaching job, but I do part of my job is to do research at the same time. And so I just decided to make my research area bridge, as I said, about 6 years ago. And that's made it very enjoyable. I now enjoy my work probably a lot more than I used to. But the downside is now there's no boundaries between work and play. It's all kind of meshed into one, and I don't get as much time off as maybe I would have done in the past.
Yeah, good.
I'm definitely not going to be too good at talking and playing, though. I can tell. I can tell that.
Here it's right to set it beside Super 4 drawing trumps, otherwise you would have had 4 losers. So well done for playing diamonds.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to talk and count at the same time. So I guess I can just claim.
You can claim 10, can't you? You've got to lose a club at the end.
Sorry, I probably should have made 11 there, I guess.
You can't, can you?
Well, maybe if I had not touched trumps.
You can maybe with 2 diamonds, but they've already forced you once, haven't they? And you've got to have lots more clubs and knock out the ace of diamonds. So, by the way, it is imps, so we are trying to win some imps here.
Okay, so making our contracts is good.
As always, yeah. The very first time I ever played teams, I played on a team with my dad and 2 other people, and I'd never played teams before, and I was about 14 or something. And one of my teammates said, "Have you ever played teams before, Steve?" I'm like, "Nope." And he goes, "Oh, okay, well, the goal in teams is to try and make your contracts." And I'm like, Isn't that what I've been doing up until now when I've been playing pairs? I'm not trying to go off, am I? So yeah, he didn't explain it very well, so I didn't really know what I was doing. So,
well, at least imps is always a little bit more relaxing than match points.
I love match points, but imps, your decisions are less relevant, but there are bigger decisions, I guess. So. Some boards, it doesn't really matter what you do in imps. You might concede an extra check and you lose an imp and you go, "Oh, what? So what did it?"
Yeah, so sometimes in teams matches it can actually be quite dull because it only ends up being 1 or 2 boards that can actually swing the match, and yeah, that sometimes seems a little bit of a shame, I guess. What are our leads?
2nd and 4th, English style.
So not Polish second.
Not Polish second, yeah. Sorry, I'll say British style. So Sam is I actually don't know. You don't sound Scottish. Are you Scottish? I know you play for Scotland.
No, I've moved to Scotland when I did my PhD. But yeah, I'm actually English, so which is not so good bridge-wise.
Why is that?
Well, because obviously England's a lot better at bridge than Scotland is.
True, but you're more assured of a place on the team, aren't you?
That's very true.
Scottish?
Yes, that's very true indeed. Yes.
Yeah. Sorry,
sorry, I didn't realise that was probably going to happen. That was pretty dumb.
Okay. I think I'm employed now. Yeah. Mistakes have been made, Sam.
Yeah.
So you also play. So not only do you do all these articles and research on bridge, you also play for Scotland, and you've played on the Open and the Ladies team separately, have you?
And the mixed, yeah. So all three.
All three. Well,
just seniors left.
You play with Stephen, don't you? And I just in my mind, you're just an open pair. So I guess you can choose, can't you?
Yeah, I mean, we have that advantage. If we don't make the Open, like this year, we didn't get into the Open team, so we're in the mixed team instead. So it's quite handy. We get 2 bites at the cherry.
Yeah, we might be able to beat that, actually, mightn't we?
Yeah.
2 clubs, a heart and a spade we should be getting. Although if you take your ace of spades, a chick 1, they just throw 2 hearts away on the queen and jack, so maybe we don't. Yeah, we don't beat that. If you take your ace of spades, they just throw their hearts away, I think. Right. Yeah, so I'm actually going to see you next week, actually, at one of Scotland's big 2 events. So Scotland has this event at Peebles, and I went for the first time last year. Are you going this time?
Yeah, I love Peebles. We used to have 3 a year, and it is very sad that we're now down to just 1 a year, because it was always my favourite kind of Scottish event. It's a very fun, friendly congress. And yeah, I've always enjoyed it. So it is a shame, but I guess that's the same everywhere, that tournaments are dwindling in numbers and are finding it hard to pay the costs for live bridge with smaller numbers playing.
Yeah, well, so when I look at similar things, and this is not just bridge, but events around Europe, the venue costs in Britain are just extraordinarily for the type of venues that bridge players are used to. And so I see similar sized events in Europe at much bigger venues for a fraction of the cost. And you're like, well, what's going on here? But there's nothing we can do, I guess, if the venues are just too expensive.
Well, we're just not getting the numbers to fill them in the same way that we used to, without, a big recruitment drive of players, which we're struggling with, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's why I suppose things that you do is really helping that.
Well, thank you very much. And yourself, yeah. I'll do what I can.
What made you get into it?
The social media thing.
Yeah, so what inspired you to sort of start the whole thing off? Because you've now done quite a few things. So
I love bridge, and I guess I like little pet projects. And I watched a guy called Daniel Negreanu do a similar thing at the World Series of Poker. And I thought he did it for like 40 days in a row. He would do a vlog every day and upload it every day. And I thought, wow, if he can do that, I should be able to do it for a few days at a bridge event. So I tried it. I just tried it and tried one and uploaded it that day. And then I thought, well, see how far I can go with this. I managed to do one every day. Which was...
That's hard work.
Yeah, it is. I now don't edit and upload them on the evening of the play, which was just... I could do it, but it's just too demanding, I'm afraid. I wasn't really paying attention. I don't think we can beat that, can we?
I don't know. I think we might have been able to do better. I could have just held on to a heart at the end.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They've just got 8 tricks, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, because the Jack of Hearts is on side, so yeah. So yeah, I tried that, and obviously a lot of the people who are promoting bridge are doing it off their own back. I know a lot of some of my friends who are younger social media people are doing it off the back, and because there's not much. The following in bridge is lower than some of the other avenues. If you get into social media, you want to really be doing some sort of football based or food based one, because you're going to get you're going to get 10 times the amount of people interacting with you. And so you're doing it not to get the viewers, you're doing it to promote the game you love. That's my theory. You've bid spades, that's lead a spade. So yeah,
because Jason Hackett's had quite a lot of success, hasn't he, on the food front, or food and beer front, probably more than anything.
He's doing amazingly well. I think if you chances, my worry is you might not have an entry. It's weird that they put the Queen of Spades up a trick one, isn't it?
Yeah, it seemed a bit odd.
I'll do some counting. Who bid what? East opened. So I think I'll just wait for a moment.
And so every time you play, do you do a vlog?
I do it on all live multi-day events, I think. If I was just going for a random one-day Swiss pairs, I'll just take, I won't bother, but... Yeah, I knew you couldn't have 2 diamond on us. You've either got the ace or... Yeah, I think we can concede here. There we go, I'll concede. Yeah, I try and do it. I like it just have a big pile of editing to do at the backlog. I don't know how long when you do your research papers, you have to make sure they're all well and proper and everything, and lots of effort into it. You can't just do it and release it, can you?
No, I mean, some of our research papers have taken years. Yeah, from beginning to end. Yeah, it's a long process.
All right. Okay, give me a sec.
Depends how aggressive these little robots are.
Yeah.
Are we playing 4-card majors, by the way? We are, I guess.
Yes, we are. Yes, 4-card majors. So partner will generally only have 4 for those people who don't play Acol when they've got a strong enough trump the way we do it. So with 4 ones, you're generally opening a minor, and so with 4 hearts, you're either going to have 5 of them or you're going to have a strong balanced hand. And
that's the big advantage of Acol, really, is knowing when partners opened that they've either got the strong no trump hand or they've got an unbalanced hand, so they've got extras, which is, I think, is quite nice, a nice part of the game. And are we 14:30?
Sure.
I'm sure I'm a big disappointment to you.
No, I have more clubs than I need. Maybe.
It's tempting to convert that.
I have 10 clubs.
Just as well I didn't. It was tempting with my spades to go to 6N.
6N would not have...
The diamond situation would have been a bit sad.
I don't think I have an intelligent way in a new partnership to investigate this. I could do exclusion. If we play exclusion, I could have done exclusion in diamonds to see if you've got the ace of spades. But then you're never going to allow me to play in 6 clubs. That's the issue.
I don't think I've ever seen a 10-card suit, to be honest.
It's the second time I've had one, and This is a much better 10 can suit than the last one I've had. Well, I think trumps are breaking. Let's just claim 13 then. Yeah, I didn't know what to... I guess we got to the right spot as the cards lie. Yeah.
And what's your goal with all the vlogging and doing BBO table talks and the other things you do, the streaming?
My current goal, like setting a long-term goal, is obviously when you don't get close to hitting it or something can be a bit disillusioning. So I set mini goals, and so my current mini goal is to have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Now, if I was doing some other sort of medium, you get subscribers much quicker. Bridge players generally aren't the sort to sit on YouTube and subscribe to people. But I do what I can. So that's my current goal. I was trying to get that before my birthday, but I think it's marginally going to.
So how many have you got just now?
650 or something. That's after a year and a half. But yeah. What's your next paper on your academic journey?
Well, we just finished one on sponsorship bridge, and because I've done some papers previously on professionals and professional bridge, and felt it was good to get the sponsors' perspectives out there. And now the paper that we're currently working on, there's two. One's on promoting bridge and how to promote bridge and what some of the things might need to be done to improve bridge promotion throughout the world. And another paper we're working on is around trying to establish mind sports studies as a new academic field, and to get sort of mind sport recognised academically. Because we have in academia, we have leisure studies and we have sports studies, but we don't have mind sport studies. So that paper is kind of making a call for making the case that we should think about that.
Yeah, the government, when there was a bit a few years ago where the EBU, which is the English Bridge Union, tried to get bridge recognised as a sport, didn't they, via the mind sport route?
Yeah, and it's a shame. It's a shame that their work came maybe, 3 or 4 years before I started doing all of this, because now we do actually have some quite good evidence as to why, what the benefits of bridge are and why bridge should be recognised as a sport. We also wrote a paper on the physicality of bridge and how bridge does have physical elements to it, and that it should be considered more as a sport rather than just as a leisure activity. And it's a shame that work's just kind of come a few years too late for their mission. I think it might have helped back then to have had some academic evidence to kind of support their claims. That was one of the problems, I think, is in the chess world, there's a lot of evidence as to why chess is good for people, but there's very little academic evidence of that. And that's kind of what motivated me to start this whole endeavour, I suppose, was to fill that gap and to try and catch up a little bit with chess on that front.
Yeah, well, keep it up. We need it. It says we can... I guess you need to lead a club at Trick One.
Oh.
Well, that's... if I win the first spade, I can't play a second club, so I don't know. Yeah, all right. We lost 11 imps there. Not our fault, I don't think.
Well, I might have found a club lead, mightn't I, really?
Not sure it matters. Like, if they can go up with the ace and play a spade, what do? I can't play a second club. Maybe I need to take the ace of diamonds out, but then they've still got 2 club entries. I'm not sure we can do anything. So yeah, well bid. Oh, a weak no trump has bought the auction. So...
Well, I've got some stuff for you, so I'll be disappointed if you go off.
Oh, it's
no pressure.
It's my specialty. So I guess... Yeah, well, I guess we duck. How many tricks have I got to top? 4. So some work to be done. I don't think...
But one of our...
Go on.
Sorry.
Yeah, carry on. Chat away.
And one of our exciting things at the moment is we're working in partnership with the World Bridge Federation, the WBF, and we've just managed to secure some funding to do a PhD on bridge. So that's very exciting. So if any of your listeners are interested in doing a 3.5-year fully funded PhD, they can contact me. So, and it's also actually available for anybody who's just finished an undergraduate degree, because the funding covers them to do a master's as well. So for anybody who has a good undergraduate degree in the social sciences, and they're interested in mind sport and looking at mind sport as an educational tool in schools, then they might want to apply. It's quite a good deal. It's a good opportunity. It's for any international students can also apply, and it covers all the fees and living expenses for doing both a master's and a PhD. So, and you don't need to know anything about bridge either.
Oh, brilliant. And you get to work with a lovely Sam Punch, although I imagine most people watching this know something about bridge. But you don't need to be a superstar at bridge to do it, do you?
No, you don't need to. And they may have friends who they know who are keen to do a PhD and don't know much about bridge. So
get to work with a lovely Sam as well.
It's not always lovely.
Oh, you are. I've never seen you nasty. All right.
I think the bridge table can bring out bad side of everybody at times.
I think so too, yeah. Well, that's a disappointing dummy. Well,
I don't suppose this is going to come to much.
nope. I should have done. I should have led low from the king, but I should have bid 4 diamonds, but I don't think it matters because I was going to be on lead.
Yeah. So you're not lurking with a heart trick over there?
I have one. I don't think they've got enough hearts. Or have they? That's my hope. They might have enough hearts for me to get a trick here. No, they haven't got enough hearts. You must only have clubs left, I think, because they would have roughed diamonds if they had diamonds. So yeah, I don't think we're beating this. So Peebles, which is next weekend, Peebles has a tradition on the second evening of dressing up in full dinner wear to have a meal, don't they? Which is they've kind of always done that as a big tradition to sort of dress up and be smart, and it's quite fun, because you never get to do that anymore these days, do you? No, I knew the tradition, and then I got invited last year and I just forgot to bring anything, so I had to go to Wetherspoons while everyone else had a fancy meal.
Oh, you didn't even go?
No, there was 3 of us.
We have had people there before sneak in with the odd pair of jeans. It's a bit frowned on, but they let you off.
Do we play Cokish or anything?
Yep, can do, yep.
Okay, well, let's just see if this works. And then I'm going to ask a second question. When you bid to end, does that show more or fewer points?
More.
More, okay.
I suppose it depends on more than what.
More than minimum. So yeah, I was with Jake and Abby last year, and they didn't bring a fancy suit either. So 3 of us went out. It wasn't like I was by myself. All right. Don't know what's going on here. Alright, so this is where we could have gone off the rails. I definitely think we're on the wrong wavelength, so I'm just going to do that.
Okay.
So I intended throwing as quantitative.
Yep, I thought you might have done, but I thought, given that I'm going to probably accept, in case it wasn't quantitative, I'd just give you the response.
Yeah, and then I thought you've responded to key card, but I don't know whether you've got heart support, so I bid 5 N as pick a slam, and then you bid 6 clubs, and I don't know if that's clubs or whether that's showing you how many kings you've got.
Right. No, I thought 5M was just telling me we had all the controls. So.
Yeah, all right. And just such a simple auction, effectively. Sam's shown a strong 2 no trumps, but what I really like doing over the transfer is completing with a fit. So it's a bit of work to do here. Yeah, you should be fine.
It'll certainly help if the heart finesse is right, would be nice.
Or if it's wrong and they take it on the first one.
Yes. Entice them again.
So this is dangerous if they're 4-1. You might have had to actually play the ace there.
Yeah.
Because now I think you're relying on the jack of spades falling.
Well,
or the club finesse, I guess. Or the diamond finesse. Yeah, you've got loads of choices.
Yeah, there are choices, but I'll probably choose wrong. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, should I?
Probably not.
I can't. Can I undo? No.
No, but you're taking the club finesse into the safe hand, so you can always do that first.
Yeah, but I didn't want to do that.
No. I think this is okay.
I think I've messed this up.
I think you can clear your spade trick, and then whatever he plays back, if they play a minor back, you're there, and if they play a major back.
Well, yeah, but hasn't he got another?
No, he threw a spade on the heart, but it doesn't matter anyway. You can just play the 10 of spades now, can't you?
Yeah, but I don't want him to come back a spade.
What do you want him to come back? Well, I guess a club.
Something more helpful.
I don't think you can throw him in because I think he's got 3 spades left.
Yeah, I think he's just got too many spades. That's what.
So this might not actually gain you a trick because they're not going to put
No.
the queen in. So I think you have to win the ace there.
Yeah, sorry, I've made a bit of a mess of this, haven't I?
So you're still fine if the queen of diamonds is doubleton. Now you just have to take the club finesse. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. I got a bit lucky there. Sorry, very distracted by chatting and playing.
It's difficult. It really is difficult. 6 hearts would have been you just rough a diamond in your hand and you're there, aren't you? If you don't.
Yeah, but I had loads of chances, but I just seem to mess things up in that. It's quite an art talking and playing at the same time. It's not. It's not an easy.
Until you've tried it, it is very difficult, and I actually think it especially if you're talking about the hand as you're playing as well. So talking about just random things is about kitchen table bridge, but talking about hand and squeezes and end plays and counting the hand as you're talking, I think it's worth trying to do at some point just to see how difficult it is. But also, I think being able to do it improves your thought process. All right, what's me to leave?
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You are not the first, and you won't be the last person who sat opposite me who struggled with the chatting aspect. So you are also, Sam, an author, aren't you?
Yeah, I've written a couple of bridge books now based on the research. So they're all based on the interviews that we've done. So the first one was Bridge at the Top.
And that was chatting to some of the stars, was it?
Yeah, that was the 25 of my kind of favourite interviews with top players, world-class players, many of them. And that was just an edited book of those 25 interviews. And then the follow-up book has been focused on 60 interviews. So by the time I got to that book, I'd done a lot more interviews. And it's theme-based, so it covers things like mistakes, emotions, partnership dynamics, dealing with pressure, and has got views from a variety of players, mainly from Europe and the USA. So it was quite fun to do. So it was a chance for me to pick the brains of some of the world's best players, and it's all about kind of the what I call the sociology of bridge. It's all the kind of non-technical aspects of the game, the very human side of the game, and it doesn't cover there's no bridge hands at all. It's all about kind of how they think and how they've improved. And sorry, me to go.
That's right.
Yeah, because I don't think, we don't always verbalize those kinds of things as, what we do to get better and how we deal with difficult situations that are non-technical. Because bridge is a very kind of emotional game, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. You could write books on just the psychological plays and the mind games and the things as well.
Yeah.
I think I've led the wrong thing here. What if I led a diamond or a spade? Diamond instantly just does better, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure we can beat it though, can we?
We get 2 diamonds, 2 clubs and a spade. No, I guess they can just play spades at trick 2 and then they take out the edges of the long diamond. Maybe. Does it say, what's double dummy say? Double dummy says it's cold. Oh well, we've tried. There've been a lot of games against us, Sam, but we're still. The score said, "Well,
we're hanging in there, are we?
We're hanging in there. Yeah. We're
letting a lot dribble away too.
We bid 2 slams, although it's quite easy when partner opens and you have 10 solid clubs and an ace to bid that slam. That was an easy one to bid. Ooh. All right.
They're quite pesky, these robots, aren't they?
Yeah.
Quite cheeky.
Well, I didn't know whether you've bid this to make or you're preempting, because I've actually, but I think I've got a
You shouldn't.
Okay.
I mean, you shouldn't preempt over a preempt. And I mean, you could argue maybe I'm not quite strong enough for the jump to 4 spades.
I think you are. I think you are.
But, it should show a strong hand, but whether this is going to come in is all on this heart suit, which looks a bit dubious, I guess.
You've got an end play, though. You can play a heart to the ace early, and then if someone's got on a doubleton, you get them. Oh, but the rough and discard, the rough and discard doesn't actually give you your 11th trick, does it? So.
And I guess this is going to be a singleton.
Probably. There's not much you can do if it is. You probably have to play them to have a doubleton. Maybe you put the jack in and the return one, and then you make it.
Well, yeah, but it smells very much like singleton, doesn't it?
Maybe.
Oh, well, that's encouraging.
Good luck. If it's a singleton, you couldn't do anything anyway, so I guess you've got to hope he's got king 10x or.
Yeah, extremely unlikely though, isn't it?
I agree. Especially when he turns it with the spade length.
Yeah, there's nothing else really to be done than to go off very ungracefully.
Yeah, it's a bit unlucky because hearts were 3-2. You just need West to have king 10, queen 10, or king 10 next, queen 10 next, don't you?
Certainly quite a cheeky double.
Yes, I'm not sure I would have found that double. We lose 9 there. What can we do? What happened to other tables? Well, everyone else got to play in 4 spades apart from one pair who defended 4 diamonds, so we weren't winning that. I don't think the double was irrelevant. So for those people watching, this is our way of showing the strong no trump in Acol.
And I'm still going to be a disappointment.
I say that, they've led a heart. Look at all those tricks you've got for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, but disappointment in not being able to get to game.
We can only get to slams. Games are out of our league. Oh, so I've got my 7 tricks now. Let's just unblock that before anything bad happens. And I guess we play for diamonds to break for extra tricks. Or is it better to play in clubs? Might be better to play clubs, mightn't it?
Yeah, clubs look a chunkier option.
Okay, that's good. And that's good. And that's good. Alright, so we've got to 8. We've got to 9. We've made 9, haven't we? I've got a spade, a club, a diamond, and 2 hearts. I've got 5 more tricks. Oh, bid up.
Nice.
I mean, it was a bit lucky. Yeah, so you've played internationally for Scotland for many years, and you famously sat out against the Italians, didn't you? So,
oh, that's right, yes.
were you the first team to do that? I was very impressed with that. It's one of my favourite things that happened in bridge. That
it was quite exciting. I must admit, I've never been like a big event like a European Championship, and the more exciting thing was not playing rather than playing.
So yeah, hats off to you. I applaud the effort. I won't go into it too much because I'm not sure if it's going to offend anyone, but yeah, that was you did it on the first day. Were you the first team to do it, or you did it just on the first day? I can't remember actually.
We were the first team. It was that morning, and then Wales and I think Slovenia followed suit, and we were very, very relieved.
Yeah,
that we weren't left standing by ourselves.
But you've played in a lot of different. You play in all the Camrose matches, which is effectively the British Isles plays against each other for a weekend or 2 of bridge, don't they? And you play in a lot of those. But you played in how many Europeans now?
I played in more Europeans in the women and mixed. I've only played actually 2 Open Europeans. And one of those was the European qualifier, which was online. Not many trumps for me there, partner.
Sorry. I thought I had to be too close. I'm too good to pass. Yeah, you do have 8 of them.
Yeah, so given I'd opened a spade, I think just rebuilding my spades at a lower level would have been far more sensible.
So I would. It's not a bad spot, other than the fact that East is double, so the spades might even be 4-0.
Yeah.
My guess is East has a singleton spade, but if it's an honor, you've still got 2 spade losers.
Yeah, and that's just not going to be enough, is it?
Nope. You could take a double diamond finesse.
Yeah, and the heart finesse. There's quite a lot of work that needs to be done.
Yeah, so you've got to play. So if you like, I think you need spades 2-2 to make this realistically.
I know. I mean, I'm tempted just to play ace and another here.
I think so, and they might just switch to something to give a trick up anyway. Okay, well that's. Yeah. So they've got Queen 10-9 now, I think. Nearly always, haven't they?
probably go just in case. That is unlikely. No.
Yeah. So now you need Queen 10 of diamonds on side and a correct heart guess to go one off. Oh, there's the heart guess.
There's the heart guess.
Oh, you can still make it, can't you? If the Queen 10 of diamonds
double
on side.
diamond for this. Yeah.
So East has shown it with. All right.
Yeah. No.
If that was double turn, I think it might have been actually. You could have made it.
No. Yeah. So I had my chances and muffed them. So claim.
No, it wasn't. Doesn't matter. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, it was a bit silly of me. I think I had choices. I could have just opened 4 spades, which probably would have been far more sensible, get my hand off my chest, but then I'd have been in the same mess. So given I chose to open a spade low on high card points, I think I should just rebid 2 spades would probably be enough.
Yeah, and if I bid again, you can bid 4, I guess. If you open 4 spades, East's probably got a double and they might get to 5 hearts, which doesn't make, which is why we're losing imps on the board.
Yeah, so I chose the worst of both worlds.
Well, everyone's playing in spades. I mean, you do have 8 of them, so.
Yeah, but we might have been able to settle for a lower level.
Yeah, if you bid any, if you bid 2 spades, I would have passed.
Yeah, I double crossed myself there, I think.
You've done well by opening only 1. And then, because I put down effectively an opening hand, and you still can't make 4 spades. So, like, you're super.
Yeah, and as I said, once I've made the decision, you should follow it. It's the same when whenever you choose to open light, you can't try and backpedal later in the auction. Yeah. You can't suddenly start to pass and do strange things. So,
did we chat about your second book, or was it just Bridge at the Top was your first book? What was your second book about?
Bridge at the Top was the first one, yeah. The second one was The Art of Becoming a Top Player, which was the theme-based one, which was on the
That's the one with no hands, I missed the transition. And that is out now?
That's out now, yeah. You can get it on Amazon or from Masterpoint Press direct. They do ebook as well. So it's had quite good feedback. People find it quite fun. So
good. Different and unique.
Especially if you know a lot of the top players, I think it can be interesting because obviously it's using all their real names and things.
It's imps, isn't it? I'm just going to pass. Just going to pass. I've bid my hand, I think.
Yeah, I had some temptations there. This is looking quite helpful.
Yeah. Did what we could. I sense you've got 4 hearts here. Oh no, you can't have 4 hearts. For 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You've got 3 hearts.
Why can I not have 4?
Oh, well, I miscounted the spades then, did I? Okay.
Yeah, I've only got 5 spades.
Oh, and 2 clubs. Yeah, I miscounted the clubs. There we go. I miscounted something.
So now I'm wishing I had done what I wanted to do, which was double. Especially if I knew you had the Queen of Hearts, I would have. Maybe I should have done anyway, to be honest.
Double's a bit thin, isn't it? Doesn't it need spades 3-3 so I can get this rough? Oh no, your hearts are really good.
Yeah, my hearts are chunky. My hearts are chunky hearts, so.
At match points, you do. Oh, BAM, you double it. So I remember playing you at BAM last year, and you made a really filthy 3-heart bid. And I haven't got a double, but I'm like, it's BAM. I know she's bid this on nothing, so I'll whack it on nothing, and it went 2 off. But that's just a different sort of bridge, isn't it, BAM?
BAM's a lot of fun. It's my favourite format, actually. Yeah, because I think it combines a little bit of teams. I mean, it's mostly pairs, but it's not completely pairs. So
Yeah,
I like it as a format.
I loved it. I played BAM in America in one of the BAM events, and I generally, when I go to America, I'm often busy in the BAM events. It was a mixed BAM. I think it was the next BAM, and on the first day session, 25% of the boards we played were doubled or redoubled, like 25%.
Wow!
Because you just have to. I think you have to be doing these thin doubles. I think if you think they're going off.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And always scoring up at BAM's always exciting. It's good if you squash both your bad boards in one and spread your good boards out. That's the kind of the best way to do it.
Or you cover your partner's bad board with a better board. Like they think, oh, I've done awfully, we've gone 3 off in a slam, and then you've made a doubled part score your way. And you win the board even though your teammates have had a disaster. That feels really good. All right.
And we have a wider project at the moment that's going on is on youth and schools. And we've been doing research in 4 different countries, which is quite fun.
And what's that about then?
So again, it's on getting more bridge into schools and getting. It's also about getting school teachers to try and teach bridge. So trying to train up trainee school teachers in mind sport education, so that in physical sports you have PE. So if we could have the equivalent in mind sport. Then school teachers could deliver the teaching rather than relying on outside teachers coming in to teach. It's something that we've been experimenting with, and we've actually just translated some really cute little animations teaching bridge to these little cute animations are aimed at sort of 8 to 10-year-olds or maybe 11-year-olds. And the school teachers can play the 2-minute video, and then we have lesson plans for them. So everything's kind of made easy for them to teach bridge in the classroom. We're having some success with that. So
I had the beer card as a winner, but I have to keep my winning spade, I think.
Oh, that's sad. That's sad.
Oh, I wouldn't. They had the last heart. Guess we have to lead a spade then.
Yeah, get spades going earlier.
Yeah. All right, let's call this the last hand, Sam. Thanks very much for joining me. I hope you had fun. And
yeah, it's been fun. Thanks for inviting me.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm trying to pick people who are well known. So obviously you post a lot of your articles and BAMSA results and findings on the Bridge Winner site, and that obviously generally generates quite a lot of chat, because there's a lot of educated people on Bridge Winners who are, in academic fields, and they're talking about how you've studied and how you've done this and how you've done that and what the conclusions mean. So there'll be a lot of people who know you, so hopefully they get to see how you are at Bridge as well.
But they can certainly see that I'm not very good at talking and playing, that's for sure.
It's a difficult strategy, I think.
But it's great getting the feedback on Bridge Winners about our papers. It's actually really quite helpful to get some of the feedback, and helps us sort of know how to pitch our work in the future.
Yeah.
So you should have 6 hearts, yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I was toying whether I'd been in 2 spades, and I think my hand doesn't feel like a hand that wants to play in spades. It could be bad if you have a singleton.
We could be making this.
Yeah, and we've got the problem is games on a finesse, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just on the spade finesse. I
don't think you can bid again, can you?
I think it's a bit hard to bid 3 hearts.
I could have. There's an.
It's tempting with 2 aces and 3 card support.
Yeah,
but
and I haven't opened 2. I haven't opened 2 hearts either. In 4th. Yeah, so that would be weaker, wouldn't it? I think.
'Cause,
Yeah. All right. Let's call this the last hand, Sam. Thanks very much for joining me. I hope you had fun. And yeah,
yeah,
it's been fun.
Two hearts would be stronger, would it?
Ah, well, there's a difference in style. I would play that as weaker. Right, play a diamond, play a diamond, play a diamond, play a diamond. Yay, making 10. All right. There we go. We finish with a deficit of 12 imps. They kept bidding games and we kept going off in games, although we did bid 2 slams. Yeah. Before we go, is this your first time on the BBO video software? What do we think?
We've played once before using the videos. Yeah, I enjoyed it actually. It's nice. It's nice to be able to chat to your opponents while you're playing. It's more social.
Yeah.
So
yeah, good. Well, I hope you like it. And thanks for coming. If you want to catch out anything Sam does, obviously she posts on Bridge Winners. She has the BAMSA is the best place. The BAMSA Facebook page.
Well, and also we have a website, bridgemindsport.org, so just bridgemindsport.org.
Yeah. So if you type in BAMSA or BAMSA, you'll find it either on Google or on Facebook, and she posts a lot of other things there. And obviously, if you're interested in a field and research, I think she mentioned that too. So she's got a finger in lots of pies, and I'm going to look forward to seeing you at Peebles and catching up there as well. So thanks for joining us, Sam.
That'd be great. Thanks a lot, Steve.
Okay. See you later, everyone.
Yeah, bye.
And there you have it. The cards went our way today. The robots bid some good games and we didn't score that well VP wise, but we did bid 2 slams and we did look at a 10 card suit, which is unusual there. Thanks Sam for joining us, and hopefully you enjoyed getting to know Sam a bit better. I'm going to meet Sam next weekend and we'll chat there. If you want to check out what she does, you can try Bridge Winners. Whenever she posts an article, it'll go there. And you can also try the BAMSA website or Facebook group to see how the research is going and how she is promoting bridge as a mind sport for all. Finally, if you're interested, she has a job opportunity for someone who is interested in getting a PhD researching about bridge. So you can see Sam is a very well-rounded lady and a lovely person to play with. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back for the next table talk where we meet yet another interesting bridge personality from the world of bridge.